let's talk about the teams that have actually been linked to Cristiano Ronaldo, right? PSG, Real Madrid. How many teams genuinely can afford him and his mammoth wages post COVID and the financial hits that so many leagues and so many teams have taken? I mean, we've all seen the financial reports coming out of Italy, out of Juventus. It looks very grim, and it's still going to be some time before teams are able to get 100% capacity at stadiums. I know that now they're talking about 25% capacity at the Stadio Olimpico for Euro 2020 this summer. But Cristiano Ronaldo, if he does leave, it's not like he has a host of teams. Everyone's going to want him, but what team can actually afford him? Because it looks pretty slim. And would it be a case of, if it is Real Madrid, a return to his former club where he was such a legend and won the La Decima and so much more, is it going to have to be a case where Juventus can actually say, you know what, we'll take him and him in return? Real Madrid can offload a few wages. Maybe Juventus can actually get some real quality in return for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Real Madrid I don't think that's even a destination. I think that they want to go all in on Mbappe. I think that's where they would like to see themselves, as try to go younger. And I know that people always associate him back to that because obviously there's still his friends in Benzema and Sergio Ramos, but I'm fairly confident of the fact they don't want that to happen. So the next alternative, like you mentioned, is potentially PSG. If they do lose the likes of Mbappe or Neymar to a potential team, I don't think it will be Neymar, but it could well be Mbappe. And if so, they could probably handle their wages, but is it necessary? Because the way that they are performing right now, the type of the duality of the role that has been accepted by Neymar and Mbappe, the way that they're running and defending and helping the team, it is tactics suited better for the younger man. Having said that, I'm always going to believe that Ronaldo makes any team better. Obviously, age has to be counted, so that is something to look at. I genuinely actually don't think he wants to leave Juventus, to be frank with you. I don't think he wants to go. I think his family is quite happy there. And I think that there's a part of him that doesn't want to walk out without being able to shove something in people's faces, you know? I think there is still that desire to be like, just give me one more shot and I'll show you, but you've got to help me out. So I think if anything, I would like an angrier Ronaldo. I do want a Ronaldo that walks into that management room and demand a certain level of you know, a better midfield. Let's say, you know, the guy had Toni Kroos and Luka Modric, obviously, and Casemiro and Isco and whoever he wanted. You know, right now he's pretty much he doesn't even have Dybala. So I think that there is a certain level of I need you guys to actually be on board with this. What we have to understand is that Juventus need to make 100 million for their accounts to balance by June. So how much money they have to spend is going to be difficult as well. So I don't know whether they can make him happy as much as they can. But this is why I don't know what's going to happen with Pirlo's future, because as much as it's very nice to continue this romantic trend and see how Pirlo develops with this team, they can't afford to do that when you've got a guy on £30 million wages and you've got potentially the likes of other coaches coming in that can maybe guarantee success a little bit quicker. And then maybe we can go back to Pirlo and start this journey with him again. I don't know.
I think it's a great point you just made, because I sort of painted the picture of it's not gone how Ronaldo wanted this for his legacy. Though there is still a way to fix it if you stay that last year. If you stay that last year and you win the Champions League, suddenly that whole dream has come to fruition. And in fact, you can even make it into a better story. Look how he overcame the adversity. Yeah. But it's a gamble, you know, it's a gamble for him and it's a gamble for Juventus.
I mean, to be honest, even when he arrived at Madrid, you remember they kept losing to Lyon twice in a row. There were problems and many teething problems with Real Madrid before Mourinho came in and started getting to semi-finals and then to the Decima with Ancelotti. There's always been, and Neymar moved to PSG hoping to be the guy that won the Ballon d'Or, hoping to be the guy that changed everything for PSG. And that's also been a journey for him. It's only really last year that they managed to reach the final that they lost, you know, his injuries. Sometimes things don't work out very quickly. And even if Ronaldo and Messi are the very best, they can't just walk into teams and win everything with them, you know. And so I think that there is that, but there's got to be a collaborative effort. And to put it all on him, which I think that the media like to do quite a lot, and read into every demand and everything, I think we're allowed to be frustrated. I think we're allowed to be angry, you know. So I can totally understand where he's coming from. And if anything, I just think the teams let him down, and maybe they'll try to make it right for the last year, or maybe they won't. We don't know.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.